Hello, Diary. My name's Alice. I guess I'm buying you because I feel that at last I have something worthwhile to say. And since we've moved and I'm starting a new school, it's even more important that I have some place to be me, to say what I really think, and not to worry about how it sounds to anyone else. Dad seems happy about his new teaching job. I guess being an assistant dean's a big promotion. Mom loves our new house. And of course, Tim has a couple of friends already. I just hope that I can make a fresh start. Just got to keep my weight down so all my new clothes will fit. And I've got to be more outgoing. Maybe I could even give a party here.
I brought you some more hangers. Oh, Alice. You've had time to try on all of your clothes twice, probably 3 times. I mean, don't you want to put them all away now so you'll be ready for tomorrow?
I just can't decide what to wear.
Well, I think that looks very nice.
Yeah, but supposing everybody goes in blue jeans, I mean, do you want me to look like a total misfit? I mean, after all, you're the one that's been after me to stop being a drag.
I never called you a drag.
You didn't have to. It showed in your eyes.
It was because of your attitude, honey. I mean, you don't seem so unfeeling and unlike you. I mean, even our last night, not letting old friends like Bobby and Sharon come around to say goodbye.
How are 3 people supposed to have a party?
Is that what it's all about?
Is that what what's all about?
The way you've been acting all last term? Is it because Sharon got a boyfriend? Oh, honey, I know this is a very difficult time for you, but it can be a wonderful time, too. Best time of your life.
Oh, I don't care.
You will. You will as you mature, as you feel your body changing. And you'll know it when the hormones come into your bloodstream. Nothing to be ashamed of, sweetheart. Or afraid of.
Yeah. What about when the hormones enter the boy's bloodstream? Zap. Instant sex maniacs. Or didn't they used to get frustrated in the good old days? What do you do about that?
Well, of course, I mean, boys do have a stronger sex drive at this age, but, well, you have to realize, you have to be aware of your own desires, too, dear.
You already gave me the sex lecture, remember?
Well, honey, it's something that we can talk about.
Yes.
Anytime.
Sure. Anytime? I remember when we could talk that way. Now it's as if we speak different languages. Or maybe she's just as lost with words as I am, and we're both just groping around, unable to say what we really mean to each other. Sometimes, I just wish I could tell my mother I'm afraid.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you
Congratulations, Alice. Clothes were all wrong.
Now, students, do you understand everything we've discussed today? Do you have your list of all the things that you need for classes tomorrow? Any questions? Jan Meeker is passing out your assignments, your schedules. Please be sure you have one before you go to lunch. And if there are any questions, I'd appreciate if you discuss it with me today. Don't forget student council elections tomorrow. Anybody interested in campaigning, you better get busy.
Hey, are you going to the cafeteria?
Hey, yeah, where is it?
Where the sign says cafeteria. Are you kidding?
What's in the bag, dude?
Oh, nice. Come on.
I guess it doesn't matter what I wear or what I say, whether I go to the cafeteria and eat all alone or try to sit with some other creep or what. Maybe it's never going to matter. I'm not going to make it in this school either.
Double fries, jumbo mullet.
Well, Di, I still have you. But what a lousy month it's been. I've gained 8 pounds, my face is breaking out, and I think I found a friend. Her name is Beth Baum. I've seen her around school and at a couple of other hamburger places. We seem to have a lot in common, besides our weight problems. We're both kind of shy, and we both feel older than most 15-year-olds. Now I'll have someone to walk with, to talk to in the cafeteria. We've decided to watch our figures, even if nobody else does. Beth is super cool about not being popular, unlike me. But I'm afraid you have to be super smart to be that cool.
Beth? Beth, baby. Huh?
Do you suppose that girls like us ever get married?
Married? Well, all I'm trying to do is accelerate so that I can get out of high school.
No,
and
I
into
mean
college.
ever. Like, when we're older.
Well, if I can get good in languages, I should be able to get a job that involves a lot of travel.
Oh, come on.
And
don't you ever want to get married?
yeah. I guess. Only I have this sort of nightmare. It's pretty weird.
I have some weird dreams, too.
Well, my grandmother told me that if a Jewish boy finds out that the girl he's marrying isn't a virgin, he can leave her right in the middle of the synagogue. Like, at the last minute. Just walk out in front of everybody.
But you're a virgin. I mean, aren't you?
Well, now I am. But in the dream, I'm just standing in front of the rabbi in my beautiful gown, with everybody whispering, I'm not.
How can they prove it?
Some kind of examination, I guess.
At the wedding? Oh, no.
I don't know. My grandmother never told me how they prove it. Maybe she was lying just to scare me.
Wouldn't somebody in your family know?
I can't ask them that. What would they think?
I know. It's strange that Beth and I can talk so easily, and I can tell her all about my diary. But I'm afraid to let my mother or father know that I have one. Strange, too, how time went so slowly for Beth and I before we met each other. And now that we're friends, it's gone by so fast. The term was over before we knew it.
How they could pull out the water from the Nile.
Maybe we're too dependent on each other. But what are best friends for? We both dreaded the end of the semester because now Beth has to go away for the summer to camp in Vermont. And I'm stuck here. At least Mom and Dad understand how lonely I'll be, and they're going to let me make 2 long-distance calls to her. It's decent of them, but it's still going to be a terrible summer. I've never been so bored in all my life.
I just saw her with my best friend. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Hey, why don't you come in? Hi. How are you?
I didn't know you worked here.
Yeah, it's summer. Do you want to look around?
Yeah. It makes me want to ask my dad for some more money for clothes.
Your dad's kind of big.
You mean because of his lectures?
Yeah. I hear his name, all over the place. My folks might be going away this weekend to a party, and I thought I'd have one of my own. You free?
Am I free? Wow, am I free? Some of these guys must be college age. I've never seen them around our school. But I guess they're all as nice as Chris when you get to know them. I just hope some of the kids don't start that number about dope or drinking. I'll either have to admit I've never tried it or fake it.
All right.
Button.
You okay?
Button. Get the button.
Button. Forget the button.
Now don't be greedy. Baby's
Come on. Only, different.
Yeah.
Button. Thank you. Yeah.
Button. Yeah.
This'll do it.
That song.
And we have our first winner of the evening.
What's happening?
Don't worry, just relax.
I feel very strange. I feel really sick.
Now while I'm here, just let it happen.
Like they're trying to poison me.
No, they aren't. Enjoy it. You're going to have a beautiful trip. I promise. But that's why I didn't get any. So I could take care of you.
At first, I felt totally cut off from everyone. Felt that I was dying very slowly. And knew that no one in the world outside me could help. It was so frightening that I wanted to die. Then the ugliness left. And everything, anything became new and beautiful. After that, I felt I'd found the perfect, true, and original language. My mind seemed to possess all the wisdom, knowledge of the ages. There were no words adequate to explain it to anyone. And for the first time in my life, I felt beautiful, free, and uninhibited. Now that it's over, I'm not sure whether I'm ashamed or elated. I guess I'm glad they did it to me because I can honestly say it wasn't my decision. I'll always remember that feeling. But it's over. I've had the experience now, and I'll never do it again.
Oh.
Are you awake? It's almost noon. It's that boy, Richie, who brought you home from the party last night. You want to take it, or you want me to have him call you back? Alice?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. The summer is getting pretty skitsy now, tripping with Richie at night, playing it straight in the daytime. Mom and Dad don't suspect anything as far as drugs go, of course. But their nagging about my hair and clothes and attitude are enough to drive me crazy. That plus my monthly pregnancy scare make me borrow a lot of Mom and Dad's tranquilizers, but they never miss them. Richie says parents always notice missing booze, but never pills or cash. He says that shows where their heads are at. Well, Diary, school has finally started again. It's really weird how the same place I hated last term has become my sanctuary this term. I'm down to 103 pounds and feeling great. Whenever I get hungry or tired, I just pop a Benny. Richie even gives me this stuff to have when I'm alone and want to turn on. Isn't that nice?
Alice?
Oh, there you are.
I almost didn't recognize you.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry I didn't call you back on Saturday. It was just that, this weekend was really wild.
Like all 3 weeks I've been home.
3 weeks? Far out. I didn't realize it had been that long. It's just that I've been really busy. And, well, I've got an old man now.
Yeah, well, I met somebody, too. His name is Bud. He goes to college back east. So I guess we won't be able to see each other except on weekends and holidays and things, you know. But we decided it was worth the wait.
Yeah, well, still waiting, huh?
Well, you know, our families and things.
Hey, Alice. You go for lunch?
Yeah, I'll be right there. Hey, listen, I've got to go, okay? I'll see you around.
Yeah, well, I'd really like you to meet him sometime, if you can.
Sure, anytime. Just call.
Sure.
How can you tell somebody you've outgrown them?
Change is what she said when she left me.
Sometimes I wish every straight kid could be turned on like I was. Just once. Feel that first beautiful lift. Then they find out what they're missing. And join the party. Instead of getting left out like Beth. I thought about inviting her, but she would have gotten really uptight when we started doing this stuff.
Happy birthday, Alice! Hey, man, your brother's on fire.
Stand up, stand up, stand up and take your praise, your praise. Stand up.
She can't. Don't you want me to blow out my candles?
Well, sure, he wants you to blow out the candles, but... Oh, come on, kids. I mean, it's not old-fashioned to celebrate a birthday these days, is it? Listen, we're really dying for something sweet.
Yeah, we crave sweet.
Now, you see, honey, birthday cakes aren't so square.
They're round. Alice, make your wish. This year we break out the champagne.
Can you believe it? Stoned out of our minds. My own parents can't tell the difference. How did they get to the age they are? Who's more out of it, them or us? Having a wonderful time. Wish you were here. I could tell you a thing or two.
Guys, it's time to eat.
Big pass! Hey, good catch.
I thought I'd bring these cats over to you.
Good. Come and meet my family. Dottie, Joel Clemens.
Hi.
Slave-driven TA.
Very good. Nice to
Ah,
meet
are you the Chaucer assistant?
you. No, I'm in contemporary lit. My Middle English stinks.
And this is Big Tim,
Hi.
our star Ann. That's Alice over there. Alice? That used to be Alice. Honey, isn't that Alice? I'm sure that's Alice. She's been sleeping in Alice's room lately.
Well, the feet look familiar, but the hair kind of hides everything else.
If you weren't so uptight about yourself, you wouldn't be bugging me all
Honey,
the
that's
time.
no way to speak to your mother.
Okay. Joel, how about staying for some cold ham and potato salad?
Sure, if I'm not intruding, I don't...
No. Listen. If war breaks out again between the generations, you can referee. Did you bring your striped shirt and whistle?
He eats more than I do.
Tim was our refuse department. If they gave a scholarship for gluttony, Tim would be a shoo-in. That's terrible. What do you know about that scholarship renewal for Richie, what's his name, Alice's friend? He's in your section, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Well, he started out pretty good, but he's been slipping a lot lately.
He's got top grades on his papers. I saw them.
Well, yeah, he's a smart guy, all right. But, well, he's got a lot of work that's overdue.
He's not going to lose his scholarship, is he?
Does he care?
Wish Richie were here to straighten him out. And I wouldn't have to zonk myself to get through moments like this. Between the downs at home and the uppers at school to get over the downs, I'm popping more pills than I can keep track of.
Did you hear about Bill getting busted?
Yeah.
For possession and dealing.
I heard all about it. He's pushing at the junior high.
Junior high?
What if he's, says things about his connections?
Now look, ladies. 2 more facts of life. 1, he's not going to say anything. Nobody's going to say anything. 2, anybody who wants to pay for a high is going to find a source. Right? So, junior high or senior high, somebody's going to make the bread.
Might as well be us, baby. It's like penny candy for these pre-meds to get this stuff. The whole scene, whatever anybody's bag is, all they want. Yeah, we don't have the time to push Richie, baby.
Yeah, but, in schools and in that car. And, it's taking a chance in that.
It's worth taking a chance. Except for the labs we'd miss.
I just don't understand why you're into this pushing all of a sudden. Don't you work on weekends anymore?
Now, don't get in an uproar. It's what comes from too much talk and not enough smoke.
Alice and I could, do Bill's number at the junior high.
Bill was pushing mostly pills. We could use the money though, couldn't we, Richie? We're gonna miss it.
Well, I think I could pay it back to you. You're good to me.
Is it?
Wow. Would you do that for me?
Sure. I'd do anything.
You haven't had any speed yet, have you?
No.
Well, I got some good news.
When I'm with Richie and we're both high, it's really a wild feeling. But when we're not high, he seems to forget about me. He never even touches me then. Sometimes I find myself wondering what it's like without dope. Just feeling things straight. I thought you'd be older.
I'm pushing into grade school.
yours?
No. Somebody just gave them to me. I didn't even want them.
Who is it, Richie? Is this the reason for his slump at school? And your computer?
The reason for his slump is because he's out on his feet. Richie has 2 night jobs, and besides, can't prescribe medicine just because he's in pre-med. And anyhow, I'm not in a slump, so I guess you got your signals crossed, huh?
Then straighten us out, honey. If it wasn't Richie, where'd you get those pills you had upstairs?
Some girl for some cramps or something, or just about anybody to stay up for a test. I haven't even tried them. I didn't even know I really had them.
I found them right in your desk.
You vacuumed the inside of my desk now?
The drawer was open. They were right on top.
Well, so I guess I wasn't expecting a search then.
I don't search my children's rooms.
She knows that, Dottie. She knows that we respect her privacy. Honey, all we want is to be sure that you aren't experimenting with this stuff or any other drugs.
And that you'll tell us about it if you do try.
All we want is your word.
We always trusted you, Alice. And we want to keep on trusting you.
I know you have. I give you my word.
Now, that's what I hope to hear.
Man, are we dummies? Those creeps were just using us, both of us. Us and God knows how many other stupid girls. Well, the least we can do is take the money. It's ours, too. Hey, do you think we did the right thing?
Well, I think it'd be worse if we stayed. Now all that money's gone, I don't trust Ted or Richie. I don't even trust myself.
Well, how long do you think the $200 is going to last us?
It'll last. Maybe if we keep straight. Maybe if we promise to keep straight.
Can't promise, Chris.
Can't trust myself. I can't trust myself either. It's kind of a bad scene we're into. Kicking all that stuff.
Told me that it was just for fun, that we weren't really hooked.
I don't know, Alice. I haven't been straight for 2 years.
Chris? You got anything? Where is she? Listen, I don't know any Chris. You got any uppers left? I don't know you. What's the matter? You in a blackout? I brought you here. Who are you? I'm Doris. You've been all over. For how long? Forever. What happened to the music? The whole rally was canceled, remember? Somebody must have really slipped you a bad pill. Yeah, well, I wish they'd do it again. Yeah. Well, I figured there'd be a few cats left to time me out. Dying. Hey, there's got to be some place to crash around here, right? Yeah, there's this creep at the Digger's Cafe. Says he'll give you some bread to go home with him. So why don't you? Tried. Says baby hookers turn him on. Been making it longer than he has. How old are you? You know, 14. Hey, I gotta go now. I'll see you. Hey, wait, don't you want this? What are you writing? I don't remember. Yeah, well, I bet it's really far up stuff. See you later, Alice. Okay, Diary, it's happened. Damn, we didn't even last a month. Dallas to Phoenix to L.A. No jobs anywhere, but plenty of dope. How you pay for it, something else. Use your imagination, the man said. And even that doesn't work sometimes. After a while, you don't even know what you're buying. Pure acid turns out to be a horse tranquilizer. I got on a jag with speed. Didn't eat for 5 days. Gotta stay away from the hard stuff. Sometimes grass just doesn't make it for me. Chris likes heroin, but it makes me too sick. Little Alice searches for the perfect drug. Still not sure if I'm pregnant. None of us takes that pill, because even if we had it, we never know what day it is. Chris and I found a place to crash. Weird lady, a weird man, but can be that choosy. They keep their dope in candy dishes. Oh, God. How do we get out of here? We're like prisoners. They just got Chris in the other room. I can hear her screaming.
We're just about booked up. Or are you coming or going?
Well, I'm not Catholic.
Neither are they.
Someone at the Digger's Cafe said that there was a priest here who knew about kids.
Knew what?
Just knew.
I think he knew more about winos than drunks, but they're kind of outnumbered now. Do you want some coffee?
Yeah, I wanted to show him something. Let me, please.
Whatever.
Hey, I'm sorry. It's just that it's my diary.
Well, I'm the priest. Come on.
Hey, man. Remember when we felt beautiful?
About 100 years ago?
Did you get to read it?
Of course, son.
We couldn't.
Well, like you say, you're not Catholic. Wasn't really meant to be a confession. Except maybe to yourself. When you start worrying about what makes good reading, you might quit writing this stuff.
I can't even look at it. I tried to, and...
Yeah, you tried.
It made me sick. I am sick. Look, I need something.
Like what? Another expert opinion.
All right. All right. I've got to stop. But I can't. I tried months ago. I can't stay off of it. I like it. I don't want to live without it.
Then you'll have to live with this. It's your choice.
Father?
It's your choice.
Oh, Father?
One of you gets this.
And the other one is it.
All right. It's all right. It's over. They're gone. They're gone.
Like it wasn't dying. Chris. We're there for 3 days.
Are you?
I don't know. I don't know anything but what I read.
That's the part that made
Maybe it never really happened. I mean, maybe I was just so upset that I made the whole thing up. Because Chris left.
Do you want an opinion, or do you want an alibi?
Oh. Don't hassle me. I'm going to freak out again.
Listen, isn't it better for me to freak you out than brain damage?
I don't know what went down anymore. That cave.
I know. Let the priest put it all together again. With a little help from the big head sitter in the sky. Well, don't count on it. You're looking for magic.
I'm looking for help.
Then look inside. Look at the part of you that won't give up. The part of you that stays alive through a blackout. The part of you that won't let you lie to yourself or your diary.
Read it.
I didn't have to read much of it. I've heard it all. The thing that makes you different from a lot of the others is this. At last I have something worthwhile to say. God knows you do. Maybe it isn't what you thought you were saying, but it's enough to break your heart. or you're having it. You imagine what some of these kids would write in a diary. 365 pages with wow scrawled across every one of them. Now, lock this up for now. Be sure to get another one of these when you get home. You might as well stay hooked on your good habit.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. What do you want to do? Crash forever? Like him? The three of us make an odd couple. Come on, you're in. Is this your home phone?
Please don't, wait.
Well, you want to, don't you?
I don't want to make things worse.
Take a chance. It's there, Don. You reverse the charges. Yeah. Operator, area code 513. The number is 388-2685. Collect, please. Party calling's Alice. Just Alice, they'll know.
Who answered?
Your father, but they're all getting on.
I can't. I can't.
It's all yours, Alice. It's all yours.
Jeffrey? Oh, Mommy, Tim. I love you.
Somehow, Daria, I'm going to make it up to my family. They don't care what happened. They don't even ask. They just want to show the whole world that they're behind me. So that makes 3 on our side, just in case the world's lined up the other way.
You got some stuff?
I mean, you're kidding.
Hey, wait, you're Alice, aren't you?
Forget it.
No, look, Bill said you'd be holding.
I'll tell Bill to forget it, too.
Now you're holding. Welcome home. Now I'm not holding. God, if you knew how much I wanted those pills. I'm still shaking, but I can't blow it now. Not a second time.
Hey, Dad. I can't wait for your party Saturday night. You think you could get me a college guy, too?
Oh, sure.
I'll see you later.
Bye. Hi.
Congratulations.
Is Bud around? Well, he won't be here till the party.
Oh. Hey, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
Look, fair's fair. I didn't invite you to my party
That's
either.
not why. It's just that everybody in school knows who's on and who's off now. It's like 2 different worlds. I mean, once you get a reputation. I mean, it's just that stray kids are so outnumbered, Alice. They just get suspicious.
Yeah, and the users are so paranoid that they can't stand to have any straight ones around. Makes for a lot of fun.
Look, I really wish I could invite you. I just can't. I'm sorry.
Hey, yeah, I understand.
Well, Dar, you're still the only friend I have. It's awfully cold out here in no man's land. Even Chris is luckier. Her parents just moved away after she got home and let her start all over again.
Well, Jan, what army are you feeding this weekend?
The whole crowd, including Alice, if she'd break down and socialize a little.
Well, she gets a lot of studying done on the new sitters job, but maybe she's being too conscientious. We'll try to persuade her. All work and no play.
Why don't you give up, Alice, and get off your high horse? Or your, horse high?
Well, bye. It was really nice seeing you again.
Oh, goodbye.
Bye.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Mom and Dad tell me to be a good judge of character. Sometimes I wonder how they made it to the age that they are. It's like I've been part of some giant spiraling that won't let go of me. Don't they realize that the more they put me on the spot, the harder it is for me not to talk to my parents or someone?
Hey, Alice. How are you, Alice? Oh, what are you doing? Babysitting?
Hey, Jan, you're all wet. So, Mrs. Larson called me when you didn't show up and asked me to come over. I just put the baby down, so keep it down.
Well, I'm going to get her up. That's my job.
It's not your job anymore, so stay away from the baby.
Look at she's laughing when they bounce her around. She doesn't want to sleep. A little music. Singing. Oh, shut up. You want me to call your family? You try that, you think. Get out. You get out. Look, I'm taking over. This is my territory. My territory. This is my piano. My stereo. My pillow.
Mika, please come get Jan. She's crazy.
What are you doing? Please, no.
I think you handled it absolutely right.
Exactly. What else could you have done? Would you like some more coffee?
Well, and a lot worse from Jan Meeker's point of view. Could have gone over her mother's head to the authorities. And we still can if she stirs anything up.
Promise me that if I told you, you wouldn't...
Promise still stands. Let's try and be realistic about it. I can't get you an overnight transfer just because a couple of antisocial kids want to drive you out of school. I think it makes more sense to stand up to Jan Meeker. Whatever mistakes your friends think you've made, I can't believe that they'll side with her on this one. Any sane person would understand that you were responsible for that baby.
Kids like that don't understand anything.
I'm damn glad my kids aren't like that.
Are you kidding, Daddy? I was worse. I mean, don't you know what it was all about?
I don't want to know.
Well, Dad means that it's forgotten.
Yeah, I know what Dad means.
The point is, you're a different person now. You're strong and adult, and we're with you. And when that crowd finally realizes that you really mean business, you'll get their respect, too.
Thanks for walking me to school.
Listen, I could walk you home if you want. Anytime.
Hey, thanks.
Watch out there. You don't want to push Miss Smith downstairs.
What would you do if they put a roach down your father's car? Think. Can't you take it? This is, like a little something to calm your nerves. Should make you feel really fine. Oh, you know your little brother, your little baby brother? I think, before you quit school, you better tell your baby brother not to take any candy from people he doesn't know.
You go near him or anyone even tries, I'll kill you. I mean it, Jen, I'll kill you.
Hey, have you seen my dad?
No. As a matter of fact, I was just looking around for him myself. I think he may have gone home for the day. If I bump into him, is there a message you'd like to leave or something?
No, I won't bother him with it.
Wait a second.
It's funny how I've divided the whole world into freaks and straights for so long. I forgot there were other kinds of people around.
I went through a similar thing a couple of years ago with my parents, you know, but I didn't feel like I had to relate to them everything about it, you know. I mean, there are other ways you can talk to your parents. There are other things you can talk to them. They don't have to know everything about you.
Did you have somebody you could talk to?
Well, my friends.
I guess that's the trouble. I mean, I can't talk to the kids who use dope because they're afraid of me, that I'll turn them in, that I know too much. I can't talk to the kids who've never used dope because they're scared of me because I've used dope. And the whole point is that I'm scared. I came to Daddy's office this morning because what happened today in school is going to keep on happening, and they won't stop. They'll do something to Tim. They'll put dope in Daddy's car. They're angry. They're angry at me because I turned them in. I mean, I'm worse than their parents now. I stand for everything that they hate. That the reasons they take dope, they're copying out from what's real.
Well, what do you want to do?
I guess I just need someone else to talk to.
I'll buy that.
Thanks.
So, are you going to be working over the weekend?
Yeah, I'm babysitting for the Larsons all weekend.
A little extra cash always comes in handy.
Yeah.
Nobody working until Saturday, 9 o'clock. Listen, do you think it'd be okay if I stop by?
Saturday?
Yeah.
What for?
Watch TV, talk. Alice, what I'm trying to do is ask you for a date.
Oh.
I guess what's strangest about Joel is that he really does the things that Richie pretended to do. He works hard and likes it, supports himself, cares about people.
But we need more than scientific recognition to establish how much memory is available. Well, Professor, medical recommendations in this case depend on the patient's verbal response. The more direct and significant your contact with her, the better for all of us.
Just us today.
That means you're better, honey. You're well enough to tell us how you are.
If you want to just nod until you're ready, it's okay for opening. You know, like we've been trying with the doctor. Give us a nod. Come on. You can see us and hear us. Show us you know who we are.
And that we love you. Do you know that we love you, darling?
How can she answer that? That's not the right kind of question.
Yes, it was.
Can you remember things now? Try to remember what happened that night.
There's a special reason that we need to have you answer now. It's legal, really, as well as medical. Your Dad will explain it to you.
It's, more or less a formality. There's going to be a hearing of sorts, and the only complication is that you're...
Well, two of the girls at school, they say that you've been selling this LSD that you took to all of them all along.
We don't believe it.
Alice, we're going to swear to our belief in you against every last one of them. We're going to swear to the change in you since you've been home, in your work, in your attitude, and everything. And how that whole school crowd upset you, and they kept after you.
If we had a clue as to where you got the stuff you took at the Larsons.
No.
She's trying to tell us. She wants to.
I can't. I can't. Oh, they're crawling again. They're gonna eat me. They're crawling.
Get the doctor.
They're gonna eat me. I'm crawling.
No, it's all right.
Doctor.
It's all right.
Doctor,
It's all
please.
right. No, it's all right.
Please. Crawling. Please.
I'm sorry. Well, that's enough for today.
Please stop it. Please. Please, they're crawling again. Please stop it. Please.
Morning, Alice. One of your friends told your family you might like to take them out to the clinic with you. Locked, though. Only for your own use. Just for you. If it's true that you still keep the diary.
What friend?
I'm not sure. Let me see if I have a note here. Any idea who it might be? Boy, girl? Someone older? Someone at school?
No friends here. Miss Beth Baum. And I didn't do it. It was in the drink. Please tell the kids. I didn't do it. Please tell them that. Please.
Alice, look at me and try to make me understand so I can tell Beth.
I just went to the refrigerator and I opened the door and there was a bottle of drink there and I took it out. It was half empty and I took the drink and I took the formula and I went into the living room and I sat down and then I started to give the formula to the... Oh, the baby.
The baby's all right. Nothing happened to the baby. She was asleep in the crib. You left the baby in the crib and locked yourself into the closet. to stay away from her. You did not harm the baby. You harmed yourself.
You... It's a long trip.
Long trip and a half.
I thought that I was buried without a coffin. And I tried to scratch my way out.
Yes.
And kick and claw. Guess I even tried to use my head against the door.
Yes, your skull was fractured.
Some door, huh?
But only a door.
No coffin. And even alive.
No one died,
I guess I'm really back. Well, live and learn, diary. This youth center is probably the first sensible thing that's happened to me since I started drugs.
I come from a small town, and I hadn't heard about drugs at all, or I hadn't been around it that much. And then, like my parents started with this, every time I'd come home, they'd start checking me out, checking my eyes and everything. And they were the first ones that ever, really, I knew about drugs, but they really made me aware of drugs, like the pills and the grass. Seems crazy now that I'm straight. But that's how it all started. Like a couple of my buddies, we heard about gluing. And bam, we all got blasted. Like it was so green. Like I thought the first little lift was some kind of a high. I really dug it.
Still do.
Big sniffing glue?
No, that first little lift.
He just told you. He digs being straight.
I know what he just told me. But he's getting high just talking about getting high. And you're getting high off of his high, and I'm getting high off of your high, and it's one big contact high. We think we're having this great rap session, and really we're no better than any wino who sniffs cards. It just doesn't go anywhere.
Hey, look, Ellen. Don't get mad. Look, I can get us a mixed bag, just for the two of us.
No. I really don't want to. For the first time in my dumb life, I think I meant that. I know I'll always be one pill away from being an addict again. But if I can just keep turning down that same pill, I'll be okay. Goodbye. Most hopeless of places where I finally learned to hope. Learned to take apart nightmares and put together a life. Even learned to forget about people who forget about me. Like Joel. But it doesn't matter. Nothing matters now except going home. Bad if I say so myself.
pretty.
Where are the candles?
No candles. I said there could be a party without candles, without cakes, and no singing. And I cook all the food.
That's not bad, as long as you don't do your cooking the way Beth does. Listening to a foreign language record simultaneously. One of these days she's going to make lasagna topped with chocolate mousse.
You'll be the first one to try it, Bud.
But the sin of the food was so bad we used to have contests to jazz it up, you know, like peanut butter and whipped cream on salami.
Ever try turnips and yogurt?
Cute.
Thank
Come on, Beth.
Save us some toppings. What are your plans about school and everything, Alice?
I don't know. I guess the same as my plans about life. Just take it as it comes.
You know, I was going to say it was different now because of us. But what it really boils down to is that you really did it yourself.
I guess there's something about living through the worst that can happen that once it's really over. Oh, I hope it's over. I don't think I could live through that again.
Once is enough for anybody. But you really did it, Alice.
Yeah, with the help of my friends, huh?
Alice, there's somebody here to see you.
Happy birthday.
It was really good.
Thanks.
You know, I really feel crummy about the last couple of months. I'm not writing you or anything.
I didn't have any right to expect that you would.
It's just that, well, when it comes right down to it, I guess I was afraid. I mean, I knew you had a lot of things going on inside you. A lot of problems, you know, and so do I. I guess everybody does. It's just that I just didn't know if I was willing to take on the responsibility for somebody else.
I know.
Anyway, what I want to say is that I don't feel that way anymore. And I don't blame you if you're sore at me. I mean, it's no way to start a relationship if you really care about somebody. And I do care about you.
I guess the problem is that I don't know how to start a relationship. I don't talk very well except in my diary, and I've done a lot of things with a lot of men, but I was always really stoned. I guess I don't know if I can have a relationship with someone and be just me.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
I guess Joel is about the best birthday present any 17-year-old girl named Alice could ask for. But as nice as he is, I hope I don't lean on him the way I did with drugs. It scares me when I still find myself thinking about a high. But it's a fear I've got to live with. Oh well, tomorrow's a new day. And finally back to school.
I think I've come to a decision.
Yeah? You look like you've come to some sort of decision.
It's about my diary.
Yeah?
I just finished the second one, and I really don't have time for it anymore, and besides, I don't think I need it.
Could be.
In the fall of her last year in high school, our daughter died of an overdose of drugs. We were never able to find out what the drugs were or whether or not they were self-administered. Since she'd stopped keeping a diary several months before, we had no clues as to why she died. We have discovered since then that she was one of almost 5,000 drug deaths that year. And so we decided to make her diary public because we feel she would have wanted us to.